Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we're talking about, is 4K Ultra HD films worth it? Well, to start this video off, right now, this webcam has the same quality as what you would see on standard or DVD. But this over here, while this is what you see in a 4K Ultra HD environment, as you can see, it's a night and day difference. But for the remainder of this video, we will be using the other one so that you can see how much you truly need 4K Ultra HD in your life. So 4K Ultra HD, it's became kind of the standardized modern version to watch films on, such as this, Logan, night and day difference watching it in the standard ways or in the 4K Ultra HD version. But there's a lot of other reasons to watch 4K Ultra HD instead of just the original picture looking better than it was before. One of the big reasons to switch to 4K Ultra HD is not only simplicity, because you don't be dragging out the DVD shelf or the VHS all the time, but 4K Ultra HD kind of just takes it all, and no matter what kind of television you have, as long as it's 4K, it doesn't even have to be HDR, it's going to look substantially better. As you've probably noticed, whenever you go back to watch standard Blu-ray or DVD on a 4K television, it doesn't quite look as how you remembered it way back on your old television when your TV was just 1080p. There's probably a heads up I should probably give right now if you're watching this within the first year that it comes out. If you're getting 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, you absolutely have to own a Xbox One S, Xbox One X, or a 4K Blu-ray player. Because here's the thing, if you buy this, you get digital HD and obviously the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, but there's a problem with that. The PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 4 Pro, they do not support 4K. They don't support 4K for Blu-rays or games. They 1080p and 1440p. That's the highest PlayStation 4s can go, period. And even with the HD version, it has to stream. It cannot download and play 4K natively. It can't do it. It'll always downscale it and just try to trick you. So you have to make sure, if you're getting the 4K, that it's on a service that you can just straight stream, like Netflix or Vudu or something. But now that we got the warning out of the way, why else should you truly get a 4K Blu-ray over the standard when it's most times significantly cheaper just to get the standard? Well, not only is it going to be worth more while, but times are changing, 8K televisions within the next year, they're going to be budget televisions. They're going to be around $1,000. Everyone and their mother is going to have an 8K television. So at that point, and you're watching 1080p on an 8K, it's going to look the way DVD looks on a 4K today. So if you're starting to get the 4K Ultra HD Blu-rays, then you're already set up to be able to enjoy those films for at least the next 10 years before you absolutely have to buy the 8K remaster. Oftentimes with these films, things change. And what I mean by change, the audio will a lot of times be remade. It'll even sound better than the original ways that you've had way in the past. Maybe they'll add in surround sound, maybe they'll add in better digital sound, maybe they'll just not do much at all but up it so you don't have to be turning the TV up to volume level 20 to enjoy it. Something else that makes 4K Ultra HD better is they come in these cool cases. These cases are very cool. Some of them are boxed, some of them are just black cases with a slit, but either way they always look better than the Blu-ray, even in the box form. If you want a full cinematic experience, like what you would have seen at IMAX if you saw these films when they first came out, you're going to want to absolutely own the 4K Ultra HD version. The 4K Ultra HD looks better on your shelf. It will most times, almost every single time, have improved sound. Sometimes they'll even have extra bonus features that the original didn't even have. If you're a fan of the film, you might even get a cool steelbook with it. You might get a cool collector's box. Let me show you something. One of my biggest regrets of buying films in the last year is buying the collector's edition of Aquaman. Aquaman is definitely my favorite film of all time, but it just came with the standard Blu-ray, and I didn't recognize that at first because when you're buying collector's editions for films, period, you're used to it being the 4K Ultra HD. But Mr. Walmart is very useless when it comes to collector's editions of anything. I will never buy another collector's edition Blu-ray from Walmart. I will buy the collector's edition stuff off of eBay and just get the standard 4K from Best Buy from this day forward, actually from January something forward, or whenever that came out, I don't even remember. With that being said, Best Buy is the best place to get your 4K Ultra HD films. Not only will you be able to get them at better prices than anywhere else, but you're getting actual 4K. You're not getting tricked into getting the standard Blu-ray with the word collector's edition, when it's not really collector's edition being 4K. Let's transition onto the animated side, because everyone loves animated films, especially anime in general. There's an upcoming Akira 4K remaster coming, which I am very, very excited for. But what is the difference for 4K with animated films? It's actually a bigger difference than you may think. Like, for example, when you're looking at The Lion King, the colors pop out. The colors look crazy. It's like a psychedelic trip almost. Where if you look at just the standard DVD or Blu-ray, it doesn't look all that great. Not great at all. Everything is like clean and just perfect. It's like you take your Apple Pen on your Apple iPad, on your Apple Procreate, and you do an Apple streak. It's that clean level of design. And then you compare it to something like Photoshop, and it's not that clean on Photoshop. So it's a very big difference even for animated films, where 4K Ultra HD really gets the apple of the, I don't know what slang to say, but just pretend I said a slang. Where it really becomes a night and day difference is when you're watching a recorded concert. Because a lot of bands will put out their concerts in Blu-ray or DVD. The ones that are doing it in 4K HDR or 4K Ultra HD, whatever you want to say, they look like you are right there. The colors of the lights pop out, the strobes pop out. You can see every little face in the crowd that's like near and not far away, of course. And it just seems like a much more I am here, I am excited type of thing. As I transition my channel into talking about a lot of comic stuff again, I want to talk about some superhero films in 4K HDR as well. As you've seen, superhero films, I do quite enjoy them. I like DC better than Marvel, I will say that. I like DC better than Marvel when it comes to these films. But Logan is a spectacular journey. From start to finish, it was a train ride of emotions. In the 4K version, you get truer blacks with the night. You get truer days with the days. You can see the shine on Wolverine's blades in his hand. It's really completely different from watching the Blu-ray. After I finished the 4K version, I watched the Blu-ray and the DVD that was involved. Well, I didn't watch the DVD for this, obviously, because it doesn't come with the DVD, but I bought the DVD. And I watched all three, not all the way through, but most of it. And you can really see the difference. It's one of those things where until you see it up close and personal, you won't be able to really tell it. I could show you right here DVD, right here Blu-ray, and right on the bottom 4K, and maybe, I don't know, VHS somewhere. You're not going to be able to tell it much digitally because it's digital. You're just not going to tell. But if you're looking at it from a straight, on your television, hey, I'm wilding, it's awesome, then you're gonna see the difference for 4K versus standard and Blu-ray. I think I've made my point at this point why you should buy the 4K Ultra HD version of films over the standard and Blu-ray. But I mean, if you don't want to, that's fine. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Try not to die, and I will see you in the next video.